The Amateur starts off well enough, with a setup that shows great promise, but that energy quickly dissipates as the first act drags on in preparation for a second act that seems confused about the role it's supposed to play in the unwinding of the point of the story being told. Rami Malek delivers a fine performance in the lead role. Catriona Balfe also delivers in spades in her supporting role, and I'll happily admit that I'll pay money to see anything that Rachel Brosnahan is in, but the performances of the cast can't overcome the writing faux pas in this one. Charlie as a character is far too savvy when it comes to tech, far too hapless when it comes to spycraft, and far too ill-prepared when it comes to simply defending himself to truly believe in this journey of revenge. And it makes the writer's decision to spend an extra 15 minutes in Act 1 so that they can prepare him for this impossible endeavor that much more unforgivable. The pacing of the film isn't the greatest either. In fact, I found myself checking on my phone about halfway through, wondering how long it would be before we got to the climax. The dialogue was fine, though, more than fine, in fact. I thought the director did an okay job as well, save the choice to include many more scenes than were needed to tell this story, making the film's runtime about 15 to 20 minutes longer than it had to be. And after we spent 2 hours watching Charlie stumble through the deaths of 4 people, we get to the end of the film only to be told by a pivotal character that Charlie isn't a killer at all, right before the film ends in an unexpected whimper instead of the blaze of glory that you might have expected given all that we had seen to that point. And this is done so the writers can make the same old point that we always get preached to about how, in the pursuit of revenge, one has to be careful not to lose parts of oneself that they may never be able to recover. This film tries to put a new spin on an old tale of revenge, but fails to leave a lasting impression. This film also tries to explain to us that Charlie is the good guy. The problem is he's not. He's just a guy left standing in front of a trail of bodies left in his wake. And the most offensive things the writers may have done here is try to convince us otherwise.